coming down now. COBHAMS. Yes, we have let the cat out of the bag. So good to have you. Good morning. Welcome to the city.
So good to be here. So good to be here. My veteran neighbors.
Yes, I mean, this is the second time you're coming, and I was just looking at a picture the other day, the one we took last time you came here. Good to see you.
Me too.
You're looking really, really good. I love your shades.
Thank you so much.
The outfit, you're dripping.
Yeah, maybe I'll take something. I don't know.
Shout out to all the good people.
Let me tap into it now. The good people in your life there. So, I mean, how's it been for you this year, the year 2023? How's it been?
It's been a good year. It's been an exciting year. It's been an awesome year. Just awesome things have been happening.
Right.
You know. I'm sure baby's looking at me like,
Well, keep going.
Yeah,
it's just been fantastic. It's been a good year. I can't complain. I'm actually quite thankful. It's been it's just made a lot of progress on many fronts. And,
and what I really notice about you, COBHAMS,
I'm looking for your trouble. I'm doing it on purpose.
Yeah. But I mean, you're just a really positive guy, and we see that in how you go through for your friends, your loved ones, those that are associated with you. I mean, the role you play during Timmy Dakolo's concert and all of that, you know.
That concert was something. Were you there?
I wasn't.
Oh,
sadly. I know. I mean,
don't worry. We will convene another family meeting.
But I mean, just share with us the importance of friendship.
So yeah, we you know, no man is an island. We thrive in community.
Right.
You know, we live among friends, and you know, I'm who I am. I do what I do because of the good people around me. You know what I mean? And I think for me also as a blind person, it's practical in my life, you know, in many ways. So I wouldn't have come up the stairs if I wasn't working with Toju. I wouldn't do this if I was. So it's just in very simple, practical terms, I get to have to relate with people, you know, for simple things to get done sometimes. And so that just makes me respect and regard friendship. And so that means that in whatever way I can, you know, I also sort of step out and, you know, be that to other people. You just mentioned Timmy. Timmy's a G. He's the kind of guy that'll come through for you any which way, you know.
Okay.
So I mean, talking about friendship, have you ever been burnt before?
Of course. It took a long time, though. It took a long time because, you know, so sometime in my 30s, someone was like, "Do you think life is always all about being happy?" And I was a bit weirded out.
You're a happy-go-lucky guy.
Can't you? But man, when some things began to happen, I was like, yeah. These people are tough. These people are tough in this Nigeria. Yeah, so people can be tough. But yeah, I guess I still don't let people steal my joy. I try to stay happy.
Awesome stuff. COBHAMS and music. Is there something we don't know about you when it comes to music? Because in front of the scene, behind the scene, you're there.
Yeah, I'll probably remember what that thing is when I leave the studio. So I tell people this that thing that happens to you where your perfect answer comes to you 3 days later. Have you ever been in an argument?
I know. See, I had this conversation on last week Friday.
You know,
the perfect response.
Oh,
but you're no longer there.
Yeah, but you're no longer
it's gone.
There. You can't. You're not going to use it on an innocent person.
Exactly. Even happens back then when we wrote exams too. You remember the answer later on.
I know.
Way after the exam has been written.
So I don't know what that thing is. Is there something about me and music that people don't know? I don't know. And I think if there is, right, I think people will get to know it in time, because where I'm in that musical space right now where I'm doing everything that I can do. Really? So I'm sure that whatever it is, I will attempt it soon enough.
Okay.
All right, talking about music, he has a new tune out there. Tell us about the song. It's called Breathe.
Yeah, so Breathe is were you going to say something by you?
I don't want to restrict my airflow. You know the weather these days, my brother. Go on.
You know, like I told you, it's been all love, it's been all positivity.
Yeah.
Anyway, Breathe is that song for me that expresses, I think, the mindsets, the feelings, the frustrations, you know, of the average Nigerian. You know, we really just want to breathe. We really just want to be and do. And, you know, it doesn't take much to make us happy. the basic things, and just let us be. Look at how people have made businesses for themselves on Instagram. We just need an environment, a platform, and we will thrive. And so for me, when a bunch of people get up and say, we're going to take a vote on whether the poor should breathe or whatever that is, I'm like, that's a joke in very poor taste. And it just doesn't reflect what the people are really dealing with. And so some people think it was actually inspired by the president's statements, and even though they might have mentioned it, I think for me it was more just the audacity of a bunch of legislators to say, look, this is what we're going to take a vote on, even if it is symbolic. I think it just doesn't respect what the people are feeling, and the pulse of the people. And so I sat down on my piano, started playing with the idea, and then a few days later, in like 2 hours, I made the music and recorded the song.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, 2 hours, you put in the work. You think it's easy? Really, it's not. You have to be COBHAMS to do something like this. But anyway, here is the end product of that. Here is Breathe by COBHAMS and Suko, brand new, right here in Urban Lifestyle Station, City 1051.
We're back. It's your number one lifestyle station, City 1051. COBHAMS Asuko is still in the building, our neighbor. My name is Baby Sasa.
And my name is Chiwata Onyema. So we heard the song Breathe, and honestly, it's a song that I think is just perfect for the moment, because I believe a lot of people out there, this is the way they feel right now, and you just pull all of that in that song. I must say that's a brilliant tune.
Thank you, Chiwata. Thank you.
So I mean, COBHAMS, when you talk about songs and how it helps people to, talk about the state of the nation, what people are going through, their emotions and all of that, conscious music is something that would always be relevant, right? But then again, do you think Nigerian artists are doing so well in making that happen?
I know where you're going with this.
No.
Let's be going.
Just inside.
Let's be going small by small. I know. So I think so. Music is art, right? It's an expression, it's an element of culture, right? And I think that we express whatever element or whatever emotions, whatever it is we're feeling or whatever it is we're dealing with. I don't think it's in my place to say whether Nigerian artists are doing well or not doing well with it, or doing much or not doing much with it. I think it's in my place to do so. I for one recognize, and I've said this so many times, I recognize music as a tool for social change.
Yep.
I recognize music as a tool for social re-engineering. We can, reset the mindsets of people with the kind of music we create. But I also recognize music as a time marker for the now. So sometimes what music does is it represents the things, we experience, our aspirations. So when people are singing about popping something and dancing and doing that, quite honestly, sometimes that's the stress relief they need.
Okay.
Sometimes that's just where they are. That's what they want to do. Sometimes that's their escapism from their existential reality, and you have to respect that. You have to respect that. However, it's important to know too. I think that if you have the opportunity to create music that actually speaks to the time and speaks truth to power, I think that you should do it respectfully.
Okay, so I mean, you've just mentioned that music is a tool for change, right?
I have a follow-up, but let me just
over you put in the cooler. Don't worry, you still serve it. You still serve it. Now, over time, we've had this, conscious music being sang. I mean, from the days of Fela. Some have even said if Fela was alive now, he'd probably be releasing albums back to back. Would you say that this conscious music has had any effect at all over the years?
I think it over the years, yes. If we're looking at from the time of say the Felas to the Sonny Okosuns to the Evied Golis to the all the way to now, I would say yes, it has. I would say that a lot of the struggles, and because we had successive military rule, and one of the things that got us through that was the people who were able to speak truth to power even at that time, were able to make us conscious, you know what I mean? So yes, it's had its effects, but I think we're breathing, and I think we're also enjoying, where Afrobeats has come to at this point. But I feel like, we're slowly, so for instance, and I don't know that, a lot of people will agree with me, but I feel like even though he's taking a lot of flack for his statements, Burna Boy has put out music that has spoken, has been conscious, whether politically conscious, whether, there's quite a lot of them, from his 20th of October 2020 to the Ambassador Gudeja, and all of these things, speak to social ills and all kinds of things, and sometimes musicians, we can speak against and also create, the same ills and ask the anarchical officials together. But I think, to answer your question, it has helped. It has helped. So what we are getting to a point where we need to be more conscious of doing it, because this is the power we have to culturally shift the minds of ordinary Nigerians. This conversation is very serious. You people,
with the platform, I mean, you've been given as
money.
Influencers, but you know what I mean. COBHAMS, are you sure you're not a politician in the making? Because you not even let me land, but then you thought something. Okay, you know what? Let's talk about collaborations. You're very specific about the people you collaborate with.
Yes.
Anybody you're eyeing right now? Or you're feeling their sound?
So many people. Young John,
old cats, new cats, kittens.
I don't know about cats and kittens, so I'm not there. I'm not following anybody. It's not me, they will say.
Due to unpopular opinion, though, but I mean, the people you are feeling at the moment.
I'm feeling Young John for sure. I'm feeling Feels.
Is it a producer thing now?
No, it's not a producer.
Is that the bias here?
No, it's not a bias. I'm feeling Budge, and he's not. He's not a producer. I'm feeling. There's this. I don't know her name, but she sang this song with Benson. I have a song with Benson, by the way. I'm feeling him. That's
is it the only song?
Yeah,
her name sounds like Chinese. It sounds like a Chinese name.
I don't know her name, but
be like
Kyuming.
No, she's not. No, that's So I'm feeling her. There are a few people with. I'm feeling Rebecca. Yeah, she's correct. I have a song with her, by the way.
Oh really? Okay.
I should have rushed to say that.
I love it. Keep spilling.
You heard it first here, Sha.
Yay! Exclusive. All right.
So I'm feeling a couple of people. I'm feeling a couple of people.
Okay. COBHAMS. Love it. Love the collaborations and of course the exclusive you gave us.
Sometimes my heart will just be like, she's about to say something.
I apologize. We're neighbors now, so I mean we're friendly. Nice. But it's always a refreshing time when we have conversations, and it doesn't just boil down to music, but life, Nigeria, and all of that stuff. So I mean, with the exclusive you dropped, are there going to be any other projects this year?
Yes, I think there'll be. So this year, let me just say it, I'm putting out music I like. It's no more of that so we have to do this and then do that. I'm done. I'm a musician. I know how to create music. See, even when MI is 80, right?
Yeah.
He's going to wrap some cats under the table because he's MI and he's talented. Same thing for Fowls, same thing for Odumodu Black, same thing for a lot of people, right? There are people who they just have talent. And your talent doesn't die because for whatever reason, maybe some label or the system just thinks, okay, your talent. So I think people just, if music is your talent, make music and put music out. I'm just in a place now where I'm just gonna put out good music, man. And that's so I'm excited. I'm enjoying myself. So that's why I put out this song. I'm like, look, there's some things I can't say on radio. I'm like, you know what? Forget it.
Yeah, forget it. So
I'm just making music. So that's where I am right now. I'm really
What did anything change that? There's something that happened that changed that, for you.
I don't know if one particular thing. I think it's just knowing yourself. So you really don't know that you don't know yourself.
I think it's a constant, you are relearning and learning about yourself every day.
So the more you learn who you are, the freer you become. And I just realized I'm becoming free and happy. And I realized, look, I have control. And then you also learn that a lot of the people you defer to don't know what they're doing. Do you understand? And sometimes so you put out a smash single, it works. Use the same gimmick, put out another song, it flops. And you're looking and I'm just like, if I feel it in my heart and I feel it in my bones and I have the means to be able to put it out there and share it with the world, and thank God I do, I'm going to go ahead and do it.
But COBHAMS, some might say it, maybe because you can say that because you are COBHAMS, the name has been built. But should that be the same for an artist who's just about to emerge, who in quotes is not known?
I think to some degree. I think to some degree. So again, it comes back to, no, you're right. I can say that, because for God's sake, I should be able to say that at this point in time.
Brand, come on.
You know what I mean? But outside of that, I think as an artist who is emerging, you're going to do some of these things. You're going to do some of these gimmicking. You're going to make some mistakes. You're going to do some stuff. But, if I had my way, if my older self can tell my younger self something, it would be just relax and let go and do this thing. See, if you really have talent, there are people who want the talent that you have.
Yeah.
In some cases, the way that it is. And when I say the way that it is, I don't mean don't grow it. I mean, don't gimmick it too much. You know what I mean? Just try and... So think about it now. Think about the kind of music Johnny Drill makes. That's great music, and people love it. You know what I mean? There's so many people out there who are making great music, and people... So I'm just saying, look, even if you're just emerging, you might have the sound that might change the soundscape. You never know. But don't be afraid of failing. I think one of the things that hinders us, and that hindered me for the longest time, was I was not used to the idea of failure. And the first time I ever failed, I was like, hey, my life is over. It has, but at a point, I'm like, you know what? Forget it, man. I'm just going to go with this. And ever since then, it's been easier sailing. Not easy sailing altogether, but easier sailing than it used to be.
All right. Thank you so much, COBHAMS. We can go on and on. I mean, when you're having so much fun, time just flies.
I know.
Thank you so much for stopping by. This song is so amazing. And I mean, you're one of the very few artists, even though you're not going to admit, because you're one of the very few artists that, still feels the pulse of the people and just uses your platform to reach out, in that manner and just create positivity. You're a national treasure. If you don't hear it often,
thank you.
You should know that you are a national treasure. We appreciate you.
Hopefully my head will be able to pass through your door.
Do you feel that? I mean, are you receiving your flowers though?
I don't know. That's another thing. I'm learning to receive.
Please do.
I'm learning to receive. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm learning.
Okay, COBHAMS, thank you so much. I mean, we're looking forward to listening to those songs you say you're releasing based on how you feel it in your heart.
To cause trouble.
And
we love it.
He's fine. It's okay. All right. Thank you so much for coming through. There's still breakfast in the city. We're going to wrapping things up in a bit, so stay here.
We are the #1 lifestyle station. City 1051 FM.
Disneyland! Here I come!
You too can win an all-expense-paid trip to Disneyland in the Indomie Golden Magnets promo. Buy the Indomitable 70-gram pack and find the Golden Magnets inside. Visit indomie.ng/Golden Magnets promo to enter your details and unique code. Golden Magnets winners will experience the magical wonders of Disneyland. Silver Magnets winners can also win amazing prizes. Get your favorite Indomitable Magnets with every Indomitable pack you